If you want shit to change, you genuinely must change internally. People put too much significance on manifestation without knowing how easy it is. I used SATs for one of my biggest manifestations. My SP and I had broken up last summer, and 2 weeks later, I found out there was a 3P. I discovered Neville because I didn't want them to be together. I did SATs creating a scene implying that my SP and I were together, but in the scene, 3P was mentioned. Mistakes happen. I did SATs for 2 weeks straight, and I remember I started to question my 3D. I was like, this isn't right. They aren't supposed to be together anymore, and that is when shit started to turn. I was so frustrated with seeing them every single day at school, and I cried and cried and cried. So many people would tell me and show me things about them. I felt like I was about to burst, yet I still got what I wanted. I found out they broke up from a mutual friend, and then things started to get surreal, and I got scared of what I was creating. I doubted the law, and they started talking again. I also want to mention that SP and I started talking again because my computer magically stopped working in class. Then the boy that sat next to SP was absent, so my teacher sat me right next to SP, and she started talking to me. SP told me they were still together, but SP wouldn't commit to her. Drama started to stir up, and eventually, I made 3P attend school in a different city. They cut off contact, and so it was just SP and I. Then, more 3P were created. SP told me that she still loved me, but she couldn't be with me. I didn't understand what it was that created this, but evidently, there was a pattern. It was the belief that me not being chosen enough, and taken seriously. Long story short, a couple of months went by after focusing on myself, and I started to feel better. I tested the law on a couple of things and used different techniques to genuinely build a solid belief in it, and then I manifested SP within 2 weeks, even when there was another 3P. As I created my scenes, I started to fall in love with the version of my SP that I created. I started to naturally think from the desire instead of it. The point is, it doesn't matter what bad thoughts you have or what you do or see during your waking hours, because they are not true nor do they matter. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff. There is going to be that nagging voice in the back of your head telling you to jump. Are you going to do it? No. So why even feed that thought knowing that it isn't true? The technique that you use should override any negative thoughts during the day. For you to get from point A to point B, you're going to need to let go of some habits that you have created since you were a child. You can't comfortably be the person that you have imagined if you're sitting here being anxious, not getting the help you deserve, and having a victim mindset. After all, you are a human with a working heart and brain that has emotions. You are here to experience, not suffer and be miserable. People feel that need to control every aspect of their life when you don't. I get keeping your eye on the prize, but how your desire arrives to you does not matter. For the love of God, let it happen. I only stress this because I was a control freak and I didn't let my desire come true because I was controlling everything. I believed it had to happen in a specific way when there were 20 other ways it could have happened. Now, I don't care how it happens. What matters is that I end up having it. Another misconception I see a lot here is about self-concept. Self-concept is about knowing that you are God of your reality, meaning you can create and uncreate all. What you say goes. Self-concept isn't about being a sexy mama, or whatever. That's self-confidence. Now it is good to feel like that, but it isn't necessary. Don't be scared of focusing on yourself. You will never lose anything that you deserve, because you are everything. I love SATs so much because when I do it, I immediately feel like it is done, and it helps me discover beliefs that I had about myself from such a young age. You have the choice right now to do a complete 180 in life if you decide to put the effort into bettering yourself imaginatively. As so within, so without, there are so many things to do in life, and some of you guys are stuck on a version of somebody or even yourself that doesn't even serve you. Quit trying to change the version of something that doesn't please you, and change yourself. So please, do everything out of the love you have for yourself. There are so many different versions of you out there. Have fun with creating and don't put so much significance on life, because things are always changing. At the end of the day, everything will work out for you. Just trust yourself. I just had this realization which I think is really cool and further proof to myself that law of assumption is real and works really well, so I wanted to share it. Basically, I've been a part of manifestation communities and have been practicing it for years, but my success has been iffy. I've had success with things like canceling school for a day or manifesting a text, but nothing major. I've always had trouble with overthinking, obsessing over the things I'm really wanting, so haven't seen many results in that department. It's something I'm working on, and I know I can do it, so I'm okay with it. Anyway, there are some things that I have no trouble believing, manifesting, not sure why it works for some things and not others for me, but oh well. So basically the two main things I've manifested are health-related. Now this is kinda gross, but I've had severe depression for almost 10 years now, which has taken a huge toll on my hygiene. One thing that has been really difficult for me for years is brushing my teeth. I'm much better with it now, still not perfect though, but there has been like 6 to 7 consecutive years of my life where it's been awful, like I'm talking weeks without brushing. Despite that, I've always been really scared of having cavities and needing dental procedure, so I kinda just started to believe that I'm immune to getting cavities. This wasn't an intentional thing I tried to believe, but it kinda just happened naturally, and now it's something I genuinely believe, like I seriously have the strongest teeth in the world. And what do you know? It's true. Almost 10 years of god-awful oral hygiene and not a single cavity. I've actually never had any type of dental issues that revolve around my bad hygiene. Another thing I believe is the result of the law of assumption is my overall health and weight. Now, as per my depression, I really struggle with getting physical exercise and just getting out of bed in general. Like I'm talking, I get 500 steps a day, it's that bad. This, along with my terrible diet, I'm a huge carb lover and have a bad habit of mostly eating fast food. And I've been worried about my health because it's been like this for years. Because I was worried, I started to believe that I am healthy and I can eat whatever I want, no consequences. I recently got blood work done and was happy to learn that I am completely healthy. Nothing even a little bit out of place. This is pretty good considering my awful diet, lack of exercise, and my family history of many health problems. My doctor even commented to keep up the healthy lifestyle. Now the final thing is weight. As I mentioned, my diet and exercise is not good, and one thing I don't want to do is gain weight. Thankfully, a couple years ago, I developed the belief that I am also immune to weight gain, and that has held true. Despite my diet and excess bed rotting, I haven't gained a single pound in years. And let me tell you, this is not just genetics. Weight gain is something I've struggled with my whole life. I have the slowest metabolism ever. But now it feels almost impossible to gain weight, which I'm happy about. I did not think it was possible until you get some movement in your 3D. Circumstances do not matter. You are the most powerful creator of your reality. Keep that in mind always. I was trying to manifest my ex-GF back into my life. No contact, we broke up, 2022. After the healing journey from breakup, I started doing manifestation techniques, affirmations, law of assumption, breath exercises, sleep affirmations, imagination with visioning scenarios. I would say I started this manifestation in the beginning of February 2024. I specifically was trying to manifest my ex because overall our relationship was great. Fast forward, around my birthday March 18th, I ended up manifesting someone else with a lot of similarities of my ex, but this girl seems more confident and high-value woman. My ex was very insecure, but I was okay with it, because everyone has insecurities, but also she had mental issues which I helped a lot, but also was drained at times. The girl I manifested now is beautiful inside and outside. We work for the same company, but different departments. I've known her for a few months, but we didn't talk much, because she stays to herself. I started to notice that she was slowly coming out of her shell, and she would be the first to initiate conversation. I assumed we were just getting along being friends, but I was blinded by how she would flirt with me until she had made it more obvious for me to see the signs that she is interested. Anyway, fast forward to today, we've been seeing each other outside of work and we really enjoy each other's company. Been on multiple dates and it's been very intimate lately. There's a few things that I'm focusing to manifest my relationship with her to the outcome I want. I'll post my written manifestation notes that I say out loud before I sleep. Also, it's crazy how majority of these things do check out how I wanted my partner to be like. My affirmations. We made it official with our relationship and it's way better than before. Better communication, better listening and understanding, better at giving each other space, better eating habits, better financial stability, better sex, better emotionally, physically, spiritually and mentally, better with love, peace, and respect, better with priorities and responsibilities. She is all in, she puts everything into our relationship. It is better, stronger, and the most important thing to her than life. Our relationship is successful, and she loves me and only me. She realizes how important I am to her and can't live a life without me no matter what. My self-concept affirmations. I am amazing. I am always loved. I am always wanted. I am magnetic. I am an obsession. I am the chosen one. I am the prize. I am the number one priority. I am worthy. I am trusting. I am deserving. I am abundant. I'm irresistible. I am the chosen one. I am the only best option. I'm able to manifest exactly what I want. I always get what I want. Everything in this universe is always working in my favor. Persist mindset affirmations. This is easy. It's effortless. Circumstances don't matter. If feeling triggered because of unwanted circumstances in the 3D, say this is not my story and repeat affirmations. Also, breath work is a must when feeling anger, anxious, desperate, etc. Everything is internally. Happiness. Fulfillment. Love. Joy. Peace. Abundance. Knowing. Beliefs, nothing is outside of you. Everything is internal, and for your manifestations to work and materialize, you need to feel the emotions listed above. If not, work on self before manifesting. Do not manifest while being in a low vibration, sad, angry, or desperate. Do not look for signs in the 3D and do not have doubts. If so, do breath exercises. Do not force anything, let everything flow. Trust the process.